The biggest statement in Zimbabwean politics right now is elections are too expensive, as if Zimbabwe is going broke because of ballot papers, not because money is doing now you see me and now you don't. Apparently, the solution by your own government is very simple. We vote less and we save more, because according to them, nothing fixes financial leaks like removing the actual audit, which makes sense only if you think stopping to check your bank balance might make you officially rich. So, are elections expensive such that they are getting in the way of development? Okay, let's talk facts here. Zimbabwe holds harmonized elections every 5 years, and the cost across recent cycles tells a very consistent story. In 2013, the cost was estimated between 132 and 420 million US dollars, depending on how you count it. In 2018, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission told Parliament it needed $274 million. Then, in the last election in 2023, Treasury allocated about $188 million. So, when you average it properly, a full national election costs roughly 150 to 200 million US dollars once every 5 years. I mean, once, not monthly, not annually. Which, if you think of it, sounds a little bit crazy arguing about something that happens once in 5 years. This is more like complaining about the cost of a wedding while you're ignoring the daily cost of bad decisions in a marriage. Elections are not a monthly subscription, they are a once off investment in accountability. Now, here's where things stops being funny and start being expensive. According to estimates linked to the Prosecutor General and the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission, Zimbabwe is losing around $1.8 billion every year just from illicit financial flows. Other policy estimates push that figure closer to 1.7 to 1.9 billion dollars. Even Zimra is also pointed to losses of about $2 billion in a single year to corruption. So do the math here, not politics. That means one single year of corruption is roughly 10 to 15 times the cost of a fully harmonized elections. I'm saying money being lost to corruption in a year can sponsor 15 elections. So a 5 year cycle of corruption can swallow 50 to 75 times that election cost. It's a public secret. In command agriculture, about $3 billion disappeared between 2015 and 2018, almost the size of an entire full budget. The Marange Diamonds, $2 billion officially disappeared. The Gwanda Solar Project promised $172 million worth of power. The Rainform election scandal, $100 million. And during COVID-19, the drugs over $60 million. Actually, because apparently, even for them, the pandemic must have respected entrepreneurship. Even globally, the picture is very clear. On the Corruption Perception Index, Zimbabwe scores around 21 to 22 out of 100 and ranks closer to 158 out of 180 countries of the most corrupt countries in the world. And that is near the bottom. And it tells you something very simple. The issue is not that Zimbabwe votes too often, no, but that public money is not being protected strongly enough. Elections are one of the few mechanisms that force leadership to answer to citizens every 5 years. So, if you stretch that cycle in the name of saving money, you are not just reducing costs, you are reducing the oversight all in the name of saving money and stability. So, citizens are saying more accountability, while the system is whispering less votes. And in a country already losing billions every year, removing accountability to save millions is like firing your own security guard because his salary is too high, but thieves are already inside making tea. So in short, I'm saying Zimbabwe spends about $150 to $200 million on an election every 5 years, but loses up to $2 billion or more to corruption every single year. That means in just a few months, corruption can cost more than an entire national election. The other real problem is that once elected, the entire 5 year political cycle often turns into one long season of campaigning, positioning, survival, and power games. They are also managing factions, rewarding loyalists, and responding to internal party battles and trying to hold on to influence. So they forget about development. But still, the question stands, are elections too expensive or is corruption just more comfortable? Because cancelling elections to save money is like removing your door to stop thieves. Congratulations, you saved on hinges, but now everything inside might be gone. Bill number 3 should be talking more about accounting for billions being lost to corruption other than removing the actual audit. Maybe they share a room and corruption is just that one roommate everyone is too scared to evict. What do you think? Peace.